morning, fellow mathematicians. Welcome back to another video. Alert! Clickbait incoming. We're gonna play engineer today. We are gonna do some spreadsheet CDs. What we are going to do today is predict where my subs are going to go in the near future. And you know what the coolest thing is? I'm going to put the stuff down there in the description, and you can always take a look if the predictions were right over time. So it's going to change over time. I'm going to update those predictions over time. And yeah, we can together take a look over the years where this is going and if any of the predictions are actually right. I'm going to do this really easy, okay, just with Excel, little spreadsheet using Google Docs. Also, you may notice that my nose is kind of stuffed with snot. It's because of the freaking hay fever, okay? Let us dive right in. I got my trusty cup of coffee, okay? Let us go ahead and get started. So, what I have here are my subscriptions that I gained over the years, okay? So I always kept track when I reached which milestone. So I started off with the first 10,000 and 20,000 and then each and every time in 5,000 subscriber steps, okay? On the right hand side you can see the days, okay? Starting from day 0 to day 901. I converted that already, and also it corresponds to the date. My channel started out on the 13th of October 2017 and now on the 1st of April, so April Fool's Day, I actually reached 100k subscribers. And we would like to get some predictions for 105,000, 110,000 subscribers up until 200,000, I don't care, okay? And in the future even further. So at first we are going to work with this, and then I would like to get a little bit more accurate approximation, maybe using the actual data from YouTube in itself. Okay, we are going to work with this at first. Let's say we are going to do a little polynomial regression and an exponential regression. Exponential is probably too hard, okay? It actually grows too much, so let's go for an average of those two. Maybe we are going to see which prediction is going to be more accurate overall. So how can we do this? So overall that's not going to be quite a big deal. We are going to get ourselves a little chart in some way. Not a column chart, we are going to make a smooth line chart. Our data range goes from, let's take B and D. Okay, this is our range overall, and I would like to have the x-axis. Okay, let me see for a second. Our x-axis are the days. Yes, exactly, our x-axis are the days and our subscribers are on the y-axis, okay? So our subscribers are a function with respect to the time, with respect to the days. So the only series that we actually need is this one. And this already looks kind of like, you know, like a little polynomial graph. So like a second degree polynomial, which is rising pretty slowly. We are going to copy this one, okay? I'm going to make it a bit smaller. We are going to copy this one and we are going to paste it because, like I said before, we would like to get ourselves an exponential increase and a polynomial increase. So we would like to take this first series and we would like to get a trend line. I want it to be polynomial of degree 2. Yeah, that looks quite accurate actually. Line color is going to be black it is. And yeah, line thickness, that's all right. And the label should be the equation. Yes, this is looking good. This is our polynomial equation that we have right here, and we are going to do the same jizz for our boy exponential trend line. Yeah, exponential, it's going to grow pretty hard over time. We're going to use the equation. So now we have two regressions going, and with this we can actually predict our subscribers that we are going to get or we are going to predict the day or the date when we are going to reach, for example, 110,000 subscribers. Cold coffee, pretty good. So if we want to have our prediction, let me at first get our parameters going. So this is going to be a naught. Those are the coefficients of our polynomial that we have. Also we have this down here for the exponential one. Let's say this is C naught. And to get ourselves the date when we are going to reach a certain amount of subscribers, we just have to solve for our x value. In both cases that's going to be quite trivial. Let's at first find out the formulation for our polynomial one. So we just have used the quadratic formula with the positive branch. It should be. We want to have something positive. This is for the polynomial increase. And the next one is going to be for the exponential increase. So for the polynomial increase, we would like to get ourselves the date for a certain amount of subscribers. So let's say we want to have 105,000 subscribers, and then we want to have 110,000 subscribers, and we want this to grow overall. Okay, for the polynomial increase now, let me think for a second. What we want to have is, I would like to get the ceiling, so we are going to round up. So we have negative a1, so 29. Oh no, there's something. Our equation is going to change over time. So the more subs we gather, the more our equation is going to change. So our polynomial approximation, our regression, or our exponential regression is going to change over time, just because our subs are going to be at a different point of time than the prediction says, and thus our errors are going to grow in some way, or they are going to fall in some way. So the regression is changing over time. So we need to make this somehow dependent on our parameters that I'm going to change over time. $943. Okay, this is just the day that we are going to have. I would like to put it one more to the right, but we also need to convert this somehow into a date. Dates work like this. We are going to take this value plus, what was the conversion? 43,020, something like this. Okay, and now we need to format it into some date. Yeah, I really don't care. So on May 12, 2020, we are going to reach 105,000 subs. Let's drag this down. This is weird. Oh no. I haven't fixed constants up here. So while dragging it down, it's going to change everything. So with the cells. So I need to do some fixing here. I think the fix was to just put this into dollar signs. Everything needs to be put into dollar signs except for our y value that we are going to change all the time. Please work. Hey, it did work out. Okay, nicely. This is for the polynomial approximation. Meaning we are going to reach 200,000 subs by this polynomial equation on July 13th. Now for the exponential one, there we have to write a different formula, but that should be easier to write. $908. This is working out nicely, meaning we need to convert this yet again. Okay, now we have a polynomial approximation for the subscribers I'm going to get, and we also have an exponential one. You see the exponential one is already out of date because today we have like the 15th. Yeah, it's the 15th of April today. So this is already not accurate. But May 12th is also not really accurate because I'm going to reach my 105,000 subscribers. Before that I already have 103,000 subscribers approximately. Okay, just approximately, and I'm going to be earlier than May 12th. This is why I said we are going to take the average of this. Meaning the average, okay, you can't really say it's an average if I just divide it by 2 because the exponential function is going to grow way faster over time. So it's more weighted on the exponential side of things. But it's going to give a better approximation for the first part, I suppose. We're just going to give it a shot. If you know how to weigh this out a bit better, then please tell me in the comments, then I'm going to make a little fix to this whole thing that we are writing here. So what I want is, so those are the days in some way. Okay, so the day is just, is equal to this one plus this one, but over 2. For sure, we need to use the ceiling on this one. This is actually a little bit better what we have here in terms of an approximation right now. I'm going to put this here. Just because at the moment I'm gaining like 200 subscribers each and every day. This is approximately what I get. Meaning in 10 days I'm going to be at 105,000 subscribers. So April 25 is more accurate. But like I said, the exponential decrease is really heavy. So our average is pretty much weighted and more dependent on the exponential side of things, meaning at some point our average is going to go out of hand here. So it's a bit of a rough approximation here on the average side, but at first it's going to work out way better. This has been the first part, okay? So we are either going to reach 200,000 subs by July 13th next year, December 15th, never ever gonna happen, or March 13th, 2021. This is kind of, yeah, I would say that's not a bad approximation by considering how I grow at the moment. Next up, I'm going to take a look at YouTube and we are going to see if we can find some CVS file or something to actually get more information about the current subscribers or all the subscribers at each and every time, such that the graph is not as rough as it was here. So we need more data basically to get maybe a better approximation. We will see. I believe I have found the right metric. Took me quite a while. You can actually download this stuff. I'm going to download this one. I think I have imported it successfully. Took me a second, but it seemed to have worked out. Let me get all this data and let's drag it to the other side. I don't want to start a completely new sheet, that would be absolute bullshit. Okay, so we are going to go through the same procedure. We have our date here yet again, our date. I'm going to transform it into the same format we had before, even though it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to transform this one into our days yet again, and with days it's kind of easier to calculate for me. Freaking finally, it took me quite some time. I messed it up a little bit. So one more thing. The thing is, if I were to create a chart at the moment, then, so if we have the data range like this one, okay, then yeah, it would just spit me out what YouTube did. I thought so. So we need something new. This just shows me how many subscribers I gained at which day, but what I want is the total amount of subscribers that we have after this day. So what we basically need is, so we need this total by day. We want to take, okay, it starts at 0, and then this is exactly what we had before plus what we gained on this day, right? This makes 7, this makes 7, next one should be 8, then it should be 9, and it does work out. 102,766 subscribers a day. And now we are on the right track, mate. let us insert a chart yet again. This chart, like I said before, is more accurate because we have more data in it, so the polynomial approximation is going to be better somehow. I believe maybe it's worse, it really depends on the error that we are going to have. But let us just insert a trend line into here. This time I would only like to go with polynomials. Second degree, line color is blackides yet again, and the label chart use an equation. And there we go. What I can already see is that this approximation is going to underestimate a little bit. So you see our polynomial approximation is a bit under our actual graph. So it's going to underestimate a little bit, but maybe over time it's going to kind of adjust to the real graph, and it's going to be more, more like the real thing. So we are going to do the same thing as before. We are going to find ourselves the constants, and then we are just going to plug everything in. So give me a second. Okay. I got it. So on May 20th, by this graph we are going to reach 105,000 subscribers. Like I said, it's underestimating a little bit at the moment. This is even more underestimating everything than the other polynomial graph. So like I said, I'm going to put this down there in the description. You can take a look at the spreadsheet. It's going to change over time. And I'm going to mark here with like a little grayish background which approximation was actually the most accurate one out of all of those, sheet 1 up until sheet 2. I'm also going to update each and every time those constants, etc. So like those regression equations, such that the approximation becomes more and more accurate over time. And also I'm going to put the actual dates of when we have reached some milestone here all the time. I hope you did enjoy this little video. It was just something improvised. I hope you did enjoy this. I certainly did enjoy doing a little bit of spreadsheet engineering stuff here. If you did enjoy this video, then please like and subscribe, recommend channel if you like. Also pray for Papa that the hay fever is not going to kill him, okay? And yeah, what else should I say? Support channel on Patreon by those t-shirts I created, and I'm wishing you guys a flammy day. Ciao, mate!